What's up guys, I'm Rhett. Welcome back to Lawn Insider. Do you want to be able to mow less without sacrificing the look or health of your lawn? Well, there's a way to do it, so stick around and find out how. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button to like the video. If you enjoy lawn care and you're interested in tips and tricks to help you achieve the best lawn that you've ever had, hit the red subscribe button below. And if you're in the market for some Lawn Insider sweet mowing merch, then you can check out the Lawn Insider merch store link in the description box below and go get yourself a t-shirt. Alright y'all, I just got back from a few days on the road and I got home and got a mow in. Obviously hadn't been able to mow for a while and I didn't even fill up a basket and I did not scalp the yard at all. So how did I do that, you might ask? Well, to slow down the vertical growth of your grass, you're going to have to use a plant growth regulator, or PGR for short. I actually use a product called T-Nex, which uses a hormone called gibberellin to put the grass into regulation. I got it off of domyown.com, and if that's something you're interested in, I'll leave a link in the description box below. So the first thing that you'll probably notice about T-Nex is the price tag, but like most of the products I recommend, a little bit goes a long way. For instance, on my roughly 4,000 square foot lawn, I use about an ounce of T-Nex every application, and each application keeps the lawn in regulation for roughly 2 weeks. And that is a gallon container, so I can put out 128 applications of T-Nex that last 2 weeks apiece. So when you break down the cost like that, it actually puts the price per application at just over $1, and that 1 gallon jug of T-Nex will last me years and years. It might be a product that you want to go in half and half with a neighbor, or if you have a group of lawn enthusiasts in the neighborhood, it might be a good idea to go in and invest as a group on that product. So the biggest benefit of T-Nex obviously is that you aren't going to have to mow as often, but that's not the only benefit. It's also going to help your lawn keep a darker, deeper green color, and it's going to promote a thicker, denser turf. It's also supposed to help with a number of seed heads that pop up in your lawn, which I made a video about earlier in the season, and I'll link in the card above. So I wanted to show you all the difference between grass that is maintained at a lower height of cut and kept under regulation using a PGR, and then grass that is maintained at a higher height of cut. And these are both the exact same type of Bermuda. They're both Tifway 419. They just come out of 2 different yards. So you can tell that the grass that is maintained at the higher height of cut is just a little bit more leggy, and it doesn't have nearly as many grass blades. It's not nearly as dense as the shorter cut maintained grass blade, which has a lot more leaf blades, and it's just a lot more dense and thicker. So you can imagine over the course of an entire yard how much thicker your lawn's going to be if your grass looks like this as opposed to this. So I think that clip does a great job of showing what I mean when I tell y'all that Bermuda grass wants to be maintained at that shorter height of cut. Alright, so let's get into the nitty gritty of it here for a second. I have Bermuda grass Tifway 419, and up here we have some options: residential and commercial turf, golf course fairways that are cut at ½ an inch or less, golf course tee boxes and greens, and then edging and banding. Well, I cut my grass at ½ an inch, so it would be considered a golf course fairway cut, and you can see that I would use 0.25 ounces of product for every 1,000 square feet, which is why I use about an ounce of T-Nex every time I make an application. If you have your Bermuda grass at a little higher height of cut, it says that you would use 0.38 ounces per 1,000 square feet anytime that you make an application. How long your lawn actually stays in regulation after you make an application is going to be based on a formula for growing degree days, and basically if you use the Celsius growing degree days, you can get up to 200 on the scale. If you use Fahrenheit, you can get up to 360. I use a calculator off the Syngenta website, and I'll leave a link to that in the description box below. But basically, the warmer it is, the more frequently that you're going to have to make applications, and the cooler it is, the less frequently you're going to have to make applications. I don't want to get into the actual formula, just let the calculator do that work for you, but just know if you're in a hotter area, you're going to have to apply more frequently. I would recommend using a backpack sprayer as opposed to a hose-in sprayer when you make your T-Nex applications, because you're going to want to be more precise and more uniform with your application, because you don't want to unevenly apply and have certain parts of your grass growing faster than other areas. It's also worth noting that you shouldn't mow within 4 hours after making a T-Nex application, and you also don't want to water in a T-Nex application because you really want it to soak into the leaf blade. One possible negative side effect of T-Nex is that after you make an application, you can get a little bronzing on the grass blades, which is where the tips of the grass turn like a yellowish or brownish tint. What I do to counteract that is put a little iron into my applications, so I'm always pushing for that dark green color. All right, y'all, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up right there. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're enjoying the content and you want to keep seeing more of it, make sure you hit the red subscribe button below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave those in the comment section below. Go check out the Lawn Insider merch store using the link below, and I will see y'all again next week. Lawn Insider, out.